Hello everyone. A very good morning to all of you. Welcome to Oliveboard. This is Aarzoo, and in this particular session we'll have a look over important PIB current affairs. Session that exactly starts at 9 a.m. where we daily meet, and I hope that you will be consistent enough and I'll see you at 9 a.m. exactly. So as you all know that PIB is a very important source that we have to cover from our exam point of view. So make sure you join the session right at 9 a.m. Do share it with your friends. Do mark your attendance by liking this session and then we'll start within a minute. A new start, new morning, a fresh morning I would say. So plan your day and I hope many of you might have covered what was your plan early in the morning. क्योंकि काफ़ी बच्चे उठते भी हैं लाइक 5 6 और कुछ रात में पढ़ते हैं सो इट डिपेंड्स अपॉन पर्सन टू पर्सन एस्पिरेंट टू एस्पिरेंट. So as you know, we should start our day with current affairs. So here is your very first question. I'm waiting for anybody. If you could give me a wave in the chat section once. If audio and video is clear. Okay, so I think let us start with the first question then. Meanwhile, if anybody will join, they can join. Thank you, Monica. Thank you so much. And good to see you on time. A very good morning as well. So this is my humble request to everybody here. In between the lecture, I used to say, if you don't know the answer, then also it's fine. All you need to do is make a guess. Rather than saying you don't have any idea, make sure you go with a guess. Your guess may go wrong and it is absolutely correct. No offense in that. Because if your guess will go wrong, you will be able to learn that thing for a longer time, as I say, and also you will be able to analyze yourself. What about your guessing power? Because in the examination, you're not going to know all the answers. There you have to use various methods, elimination, and guesswork also. So make sure these in these particular sessions only you analyze yourself. How is your guessing technique, right? Chalo, so let us have a look over the very first question. In which of the following city recently Prime Minister laid the foundation stone of C295 transport aircraft manufacturing facility? Vadodara, Surat, Ahmedabad, Gandhinagar. Option A, B, C, D. What do you think is the right answer? Yes, please. In which of the following city our Prime Minister recently laid the foundation stone for C295 transport aircraft manufacturing facility? Option D, okay. Option A, okay. Anybody else who want to try? As I said, everybody should try. Option D, okay. So everything goes in Gandhinagar. Gandhinagar is very famous. Every new happening is in Gandhinagar. Do you think so? Okay, I am also getting an option. Vadodara. Option A, many of you are going with. Option, basically, it is a tie between option A and option D. So this time it is not Gandhinagar. Please do remember it is Vadodara. So Vadodara is that particular city where Prime Minister has recently laid the foundation stone for C295 transport aircraft manufacturing facility. Right? So here you can see and have a look over it once. So basically, recently Prime Minister has led this foundation of C295. It will be made in India. It is not completely made in India, but the case is, we had given earlier it was in Spain also that was the production was going on, but some of the production now, like 16 aircraft, they will be now made in India, and manufacturing facility center, you can say a stone for that manufacturing facility has been led by the Prime Minister. It is C295 transport aircraft manufacturing facility. From Indian side, it is being set up by Airbus Defence, and Space SA Spain. So matlab at the one end we have a company from India, and on the other hand the country is Spain, right? So please do remember this thing, right? Then coming to some of the points for it. So this is the first time that a private sector company will be manufacturing this full aircraft in India, right? So basically it was originally produced by a Spanish aircraft manufacturer, right? But there was a MOU that was signed, and from that the company later on Airbus was entered, and we had now manufacturing facility in India too, that in Vadodara, right? So it is going to be for the first time that this aircraft will be manufactured outside Europe. As I am saying, this time it will be the first time that we are going to manufacture it in India, and this manufacturing unit will cater to the export also, right? The export of this aircraft, and there are additional orders given by IAF. So everything will be taken care of here. This aircraft, as you can see, is a 5 to ton capacity, and very robust and reliable, versatile also, which can perform a number of operations. It is having a flight endurance of up to 11 hours. It can operate in all weather conditions, right? And from maritime environments, from deserts, from night combat missions, it can operate at anywhere. And as I said you ki, it is basically jointly executed, one side from Spain and other side from India. So now this aircraft will be under the Make in India initiative, as we will manufacture it in Vadodara. As I told you, IF will be also giving us the order. So now in the Indian Air Force, it will replace Avro 748 planes. So they will be replaced by C295. Clear? So let us move on to the next question now. Okay, what do you think is the right answer of this question? What is the IUCN status of Great One Horned Rhino? I expect from all of you, please do share these sessions with your friends, and mark your attendance by liking this session, and be consistent always, right at 9 a.m. Okay, I'm getting an answer, option A. Great. Very quick with the answer. Good to see that. Anybody else? और किसी को try करना है? ना ही ये कौन बनेगा करोड़पति है जिसमें आपके कुछ पैसे लूज हो जाएंगे या फिर कुछ पैसे मिलेंगे, 1 करोड़ का सवाल है। आपको नॉलेज ही मिलेगी। आप किसी भी तरीके से अगर आंसर गलत भी हो जाता है तो कुछ गलत नहीं होने वाला है, स्टिल यू विल बी लर्निंग समथिंग। तो डोंट शाई गिविंग आंसर्स। Vulnerable, okay. Option B, option A. So I'm getting different answers now. मतलब there is not any majority जो किसी option पे आ रही है, but if anybody is going here with option A, vulnerable, then you are absolutely right. Please do remember, they are asking you Great One Horned Rhino. I'll talk about it. Please give me a minute. But why we are covering it? Because as per a recent study, the horns of rhinoceros, they may have become smaller over the time because of this pressure of hunting. So there are 5 rhino species, white and black rhinos in Africa, Great One Horned Rhino, Java, Sumatra rhino species in Asia, and they are still being threatened because they are still threatened. You can say loss of habitat, hunting. They are the major reasons for that, right? There is a rate of decline. See, जो Sumatra rhino है, it has a highest decline, and it is a critically endangered, right? So the rate of decline in which rhino species is highest? It is Sumatra rhino, and lowest in white rhino of Africa. Now you are getting different names of rhino, so please do understand this thing. There are 5 species of rhino, right? White and black rhinos in Africa, you will get them, and other 3, Great One Horn, Java, Sumatra in Asia, right? So in Asia you are getting 3 species, and in Africa you are getting 2. Africa में white black and white rhino, and other 3 in Asia. So what about the IUCN status of all the 5? Black rhino, critically endangered. White rhino, near threatened. One horned rhino, vulnerable. Java, critically endangered. Sumatra, critically endangered. So this you have to, in this way, you have to remember the IUCN status of all these 5 species of rhino. What about India? From Indian perspective, things are very important. See, in India, only and only grade 1 horned rhino is found. First thing foremost. They are mainly found where? Assam, West Bengal, UP. In Assam, 2,640 rhinos are basically, they are estimated to have in 4 protected areas. All these 4 protected areas are in Assam. Pabitora, Rajiv Gandhi Orang National Park, Kaziranga National Park and Manas National Park. Then comes the protection status of Grade 1 horned rhino, vulnerable, insights, Appendix 1, in Wildlife Protection Act, Schedule 1. Clear? Clear, bache? You have to remember all these 5 species. Now, I don't think now there will be any confusion with any fact related to rhinos. Then moving to the next question. Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh recently celebrated their foundation day on which day? 3rd November, 2nd November, 4th November, 1st November. Session like करा है? Have you liked this session? नहीं किया. Mostly बच्चों ने नहीं किया. फटाफट से जाके करके आओ. Do like it. Good to know that you are giving the answer as option D. And सेशन लाइक करो पहले जाके फटाफट. फ्रेंड्स तो होंगे आपके, शेयर भी कर दिया करो. ऑप्शन बी, ओके. ऑप्शन 1, okay, 1st of November you are saying. Give me the options. I'll wait for 5 seconds more. जिन्होंने भी आंसर करना है जल्दी से आंसर करो. It's 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anybody left? 1st of November. 1st of November is absolutely right answer. So 1st of November were Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh. So it is not only Karnataka and Andhra Pradesh that they celebrate their foundation day on this day. 7 other states are also there. So please do remember the name of all these states. Right? So 7 Indian states are Andhra Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Haryana, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh, Punjab. So these all are the states that celebrate their formation day on 1st of November. Apart from it, union territories are also there, like Chandigarh, Lakshadweep and Puducherry. So they also were formed on this day, right? Yes, the years might be different, but 1st of November is the date for all these states and UTs. Got it? Then moving to the very next question. Which of the following bank conducts India's first floating financial literacy camp? Option D. Okay. This was for the 1st November. This answer, please let me know. Which of the following bank conducts India's first floating financial literacy camp? HDFC, SBI, Indian Post Payment Bank, Yes Bank. D. Okay. B. Different answers I am getting. Anybody else? आंसर दो यार. आंसर देने में शाय क्यों करते हो? गलत ही होगा. ऐसे एक एक करके आई हैव टू नॉक योर डोर्स. आंसर दे दो. आंसर प्लीज. खुद से आंसर्स दो. बी कॉन्फिडेंट. नोबडी इज हियर टू जज यू. मैं तो बिल्कुल मतलब आई एम टोटली अगेंस्ट दिस कंसेप्ट ऑफ जजिंग. नहीं आता तो नहीं आता, सीखेंगे ना. ऑप्शन ए. किसी ने भी वैसे ऑप्शन सी नहीं बोला, सबने ए बी. अच्छा एक ऑप्शन चलो सी आया है, बट एवरीबडी वाज गोइंग विद ए बी डी. सही आंसर था ऑप्शन सी. Indian Post Payment Bank is the right answer. So Indian Post Payment Bank conducted India's first floating financial literacy camp. You can see here it was in Srinagar. Dal Lake, right? So basically their idea was, this initiative is known as Niveshak Didi. First of all, please do remember the name of this initiative. So the idea is, in collaboration with Investor Education and Protection Fund Authority under the Ministry of Corporate Affairs. I'm getting answers now. Please, जो answers होते हैं, please be quick. थोड़ा सा उस टाइम पे जब answers होते हैं तो दिया करो साथ में, right? आंसर देखने के बाद आंसर नहीं देना है. So यहाँ पर the idea basically is to promote financial literacy, where we can do, where you can do investment, what about savings account, we all use UPI, right? So ये सब जो भी है, financial literacy, to make them aware about the investments, banking. So this was the agenda. Aim is by the women for the women. So this is basically an initiative based on the ideology of women as rural area, for women's for the rural area. So this, as a part of this initiative, the local residents also around the famous Dal Lake, they were taken into it. They were also a part of it. And IPBP, this bank, Indian Post Payment Bank, conducted its very first floating, as it is on Dal Lake, right, financial literacy camp. So from the term itself we are getting clear कि they want to promote financial literacy. Please do remember the concept, by the women for the women. Next question. Emission Gap Report 2022 is released by. Emission Gap Report 2022 is released by UNDP, UNEP, UNFCCC, German Watch. A, B, C, D. Do share this session. और many of you who अभी तक किसी ने सेशन को लाइक नहीं किया, you don't have marked your attendance. अभी I am giving you 10 seconds, 5 seconds for marking your attendance by liking this session, give a thumbs up sign, and 5 seconds for giving the right answer in the chat section. Take 10 seconds. Option C, option B. Bachche, please do write option A, B, C, D. I know you are giving the right answer, but yes, option B. Anybody else who want to try without any shy? UNEP, okay. चलो तो बाकियों का टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करते हैं, जिन्होंने आंसर्स दे दिए हैं. इफ यू ऑल आर गोइंग विद UNEP, आई एम एक्सपेक्टिंग आंसर्स फ्रॉम टू अदर एस्पिरेंट्स जो कि अभी बैक टू बैक दे आर गिविंग द आंसर, और इस क्वेश्चन का दे हैवंट गिवन द आंसर टिल येट. करेक्ट. एंड वन अदर आंसर. ऑप्शन डी, ओके. एनीबडी एल्स हु वांट टू ट्राई? चलो फिर अब बता ही देते हैं इसका सही आंसर. इफ यू आर गोइंग विद ऑप्शन बी, UNEP. Anybody with option B? If you are going, anybody is there who is going with option B, you are absolutely correct. UNEP is the right answer. So basically it is managed by United Nations Environment Program, Copenhagen Climate Center. So UNEP is the right answer of Emission Gap Report 2022. According to this report, ये बताया जा रहा है कि see, in the Paris Agreement, it was adopted by 196 countries in 2015. Aim क्या था कि we have to limit our the greenhouse gases, the global warming, and maintain a global temperature rise below 1.5 degrees Celsius. Like, so from pre-industrial period to like 2100, we need to make sure that only there is a rise of 1.5 degrees Celsius. प्री इंडस्ट्रियल लेवल मतलब जहां पर इतनी अभी एडवांसमेंट और इंडस्ट्रीज नहीं आई थी कि एनवायरमेंट को हार्म पहुंचे, बेसिकली यू कैन से नियर अराउंड 1850 to 1900. So this is our aim, but actually it is not going in the right direction. The thing is, according to this report, we would still leave the world warmer by 2.4 to 2.6 degrees Celsius by the end of this century. We have to limit ourselves, we have to restrict ourselves, otherwise ये जो हमारा जो हमने number set किया है, we don't have to go more by 1.5 degrees Celsius, you won't be able to achieve that. So this is the case, and कंट्रीज बेसिकली एवरी कंट्री हैव देयर ओन एनडीसी, नेशनली डिटरमाइंड कॉन्ट्रीब्यूशंस, कि आप कितना कितना क्या क्या करेंगे सो एज टू मेक श्योर कि ग्रीन हाउस गैस एमिशन जो है वो कम हो, राइट. एंड रिपोर्ट हैज देयर जिसने द रिपोर्ट फाउंडेड दैट द अपडेट प्लेजेस बाय द कंट्री अंडर दिस एग्रीमेंट, उन एनडीसी से भी it will only reduce the projected greenhouse gas emissions by 1% by 2030. तो थोड़ा सा we have to buckle up. अगर इसके रिस्पेक्ट में if you remember, our prime minister recently launched mission life. Do you remember? That talks about changing the lifestyle now. A behavioral change is required now. It is like a mass movement. जैसे स्वच्छ भारत मिशन था, similar is the case. It is a mass movement where people need to change their patterns, change their lifestyles, change their behavior. Then also we can create a very big impact on saving your environment, right? Next question. Donyi Polo Airport is located in, it was recently in news, Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim, Nagaland. Option D. A, B, C, D. Arunachal Pradesh, Assam, Sikkim or Nagaland. Donyo Polo Airport is located in? I think PDFs are available in the Telegram group. If it is not so, I'll update you in the next session with respect to this. We'll let you know, bache. It might be ki it is available or it might be it's not available. I'll update you talking to the team. Option B and option A are the answers. If anybody is going with option A, Arunachal Pradesh, then you are absolutely correct. Arunachal Pradesh is the right answer. So, Union Cabinet has approved the naming. It is basically renaming of Holingi Greenfield Airport in Itanagar of Arunachal Pradesh as Donyi Polo Airport. So, please do remember it is in Arunachal Pradesh and the name comes from their culture, from their tradition, where sun is referred to as Donyi and moon is referred to as Polo, right? So 2019 May central government granted the approval and it is being developed by the Airport Authority of India, this airport is state's third after Pasaighat and Tezu airports, only airport in the capital city. As far as this airport is concerned in Itanagar, it is Northeast India's 16th airport. This is also very important information. It can be asked anyways. Right? Moving on to the next question. Who represented India in the meeting of SCO Council of Heads of Government? Who represented India in the meeting of SCO Council of Heads of Government? Please give me the answers in the chat section. Option D, option A, option A. Many of you haven't liked the session yet. Okay, so let us go with the right answer now. Many of you are saying External Affairs Minister Dr. S. J. Shankar. Yes, this is the answer with which you are going. Then you are absolutely correct. बिल्कुल सही है. And Dr. S. J. Shankar represented India in this meeting of SCO Council of Heads of Government. Right? This was the 21st meeting which was held in the virtual format. And Dr. S. J. Shankar represented India and gave several points there. The how basically you can say India's strong cultural ties, the cultural and historical connect with the SCO region, what we have done, our commitments with respect to food and energy security, climate change, trade, culture, right? So we have a commitment and we are deepening our cooperation in these regards. Also, the launch that Abhi Prime Minister has done of Mission Life, Lifestyle for Environment, this was also mentioned there. Our commitment in fighting all those challenges that are related to climate change, that was also mentioned. And what after pandemic India has come up with a very strong recovery on the economic front. How this was also mentioned there, right? So this is basically SCO based. Now let us have a look over SCO also. Shanghai, right? Cooperation Organization. So now how many member states are there in SCO? 8. Please do remember that. Name of them: India, Kazakhstan, China, Pakistan, Kyrgyzstan, Russia, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan. So these are the 8 member countries, and it was established in 2001. Please do remember 2001 was the year when it was established. This 22nd meeting of this Council of Head of States, please do remember it is head of states, not the head of governments. Council of Head of States of SCO was held in Uzbekistan. It is now being expected that in 2023, India will host the next SCO summit, the meeting of Council of Heads of State. In the 2020 through 2023, it is expected to be in Delhi, right? Also, please do remember that there is a Council of Head of States, that is the apex decision body of the SCO. There is Council of Heads of Government, that is second highest council in the organization. Clear? And where is the secretariat or the headquarter, you can say, of SCO? In Beijing, China. So this SCO is basically a permanent intergovernmental organization that talks about exchanging the views on all the key issues present globally that are there, the issues that go with the development side also, right? What steps we should take, how we should increase the trade, economic ties, cultural, humanitarian cooperation, everything. And this particular meeting of heads of government, it is held annually. They meet annually. They focus on trade and commerce, on economic agenda, and also they approve the SCO's annual budget. Clear? Then moving to the next question. Indian Veterinary Research Institute has recently demanded a ban on what? Aclofenac, erythromycin, colistin in cattle. Answer please. Indian Veterinary Research Institute has recently demanded a ban on which drug? A, B, C, D. Okay, I'm getting the answers. Option B, option D. So, shall we disclose the answer? If anybody is going with option B only, aclofenac, then it is absolutely correct. Aclofenac is the right answer here. And why basically it is in news? See, do you remember we have covered that Tamil Nadu came up with a committee? They are setting up a committee. They have launched a committee that will work for the vulture conservation. And we have talked about it that there even in the central government also, they came up with the policies like vulture conservation for 2020-2025. The reason they are dying is basically because of the diclofenac, which is an anti-inflammatory drug. When they consume, when they feed on the dead organisms, when they consume it, they are affected by it, right? That is why we have seen their numbers getting declined. So here it is basically demanded by Indian Veterinary Research Institute to ban aclofenac in cattle also. Why? Because according to them, aclofenac, get this drug metabolizes into diclofenac in water buffaloes and in cows, which will again pose threat to the vultures. See, vultures basically, they are very important, and every species have their own niche. And yes, for maintaining an ecological balance in the ecosystem, things are important. And now aclofenac, as it turns into diclofenac after it enters into the livestock, that is why it is a demand by the IVRI ki please ban this drug. Now it is an information, not a question. Please do remember, Ella Ramesh Bhatt, also known as Elibin, a noted Gandhian. Recently, she passed away, and she was a renowned founder of SEBA, Self-Employed Women's Association. Right? She is known as gentle revolutionary who has changed the lives of millions of women, of lakhs of women through her organization. As I told you, she is the founder of Self-Employed Women's Organization, which was founded by her in 1972. Right? Also, please do remember, she headed the women's wing of Majur Mahajan Sangh. She was the chairperson of Sabarmati Ashram Memorial and Preservation Trust. She was also nominated to Rajya Sabha and was a member of Planning Commission and was advisor to the organizations like World Bank. She was also a recipient of Padma Bhushan, Raman Magsaysay Award, Indira Gandhi International Prize for Peacemaking, right? So please do remember her name. Things can be asked from anything. Who was the founder of Seva, and four options will be there, right? So this way question can be asked. So here you can see Oliveboard has came up with the plans for you for your SEBI grade A, RBI grade B. So on these regulatory bodies examination, you are getting 35% off, which will end on 6th of November. So it is November super sale. You can use the code SUPER, SUPER. यूज दिस कोड एंड गेट 35% ऑफ. सब कुछ यहाँ पर इन कंप्लीट कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव प्रिपरेशन you will be getting. And do subscribe, do have a look over it, and other details are also given in the description box. The links are there. You can visit the Oliveboard site and get the course there as well, right? So with this, I am summing up this session. It was great meeting with you all, joining with you all, and seeing your active participation where you are giving answers. Good to see. Answers गलत हुए हैं, no problem at all. You are still at a greater end, क्योंकि now you will be able to learn them, revise them, and will be able to solve them when they are asked in the final examination. I, Aarzoo Kakkad, wish everybody a very best of luck, a happy morning and a nice day. We'll meet you tomorrow again at 9 am, and I'll see कौन कौन बच्चे जो हैं वो वापस से आए हैं and who are being consistent every day. So names are there in my mind. So मैं expect करूँगी all these names in the next session also. That is exactly at 9 am. Right? It depends upon different courses. This code is basically super, right? SUPER. If you wish to avail in these courses of regulatory bodies, RBI, SEBI, you can use the code SUPER super and get 35% off. Clear? Thank you everyone. Once again, best of luck.